be. You want to be on the man's back or the girl's back so that you can make chokes and arm locks. Lots of ways to do this. I'm going to show you 2 ways. The oldest way that I know is called the ratchet, just like it sounds. His hands are going to be up because I'll be punching him, or I'm going to be trying to choke him. He's going to be having his hands active. What I want to do is I want to get one hand palmed across the face and just hold it. Now, can he get his hand free from here? Let's see. Go ahead, get it free. All right. Now watch. I get this part. It kind of looks like I'm on a motorcycle, like I'm riding a motorcycle bicycle, right? Watch. I go to push, and then I lay on it. Now get his hand free. You see how hard that is? I use my body. I go under the head, and I grab the wrist. Now I get the hand free. All right. So he's secure. I've got dominant position. I've got base. He could try to bridge, right? I just hold him until he gets tired. But I've got this. This is the hand position. Right hand goes on the elbow, and I start the ratchet. Here's one click. If I stay on him, he'll roll me off, so I give him some space. I use my chest. Click. I move over. Hold him. Click. Then I grab this elbow, and I push with my body until his head goes forward. Watch. See, his arms are now trapped. Now the head is up. I dig, and I finish the fight. There's my rear naked choke. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
You choke him from there. Some of you are going to want to be on your back because you feel more comfortable there. You're going to give up a great opportunity. The arms are pinned. Choke him from there. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Who's seen Ratchet before? All right. Raise your hand if you've never seen it. Joel and Ethan. Lyndon and Hannah. Questions? Does it make sense why this thing works?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'll show you a couple of fun things that you might not have noticed. If he goes to defend, he doesn't want me to get an arm lock, right? How am I going to make Ratchet if he doesn't let me get his hand in place? How am I going to do that?
Chest.
What do you guys think? I want to ratchet him over or something. I want to take his back, right? I grab it anyway, and I go to shove, and he's going to try to stop me, right? Oh, man, this guy is super strong. I'm going to shove this hand under here, and I'm going to grab his shirt, and I'm going to grab his elbow. I'm going to stand up, and I'll pull him to his side. Now, he's thinking I'm going to go for an arm bar. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to reach under here quickly and grab this other side. I'm going to do a short stand, and then I'm going to pull him this way and take his back this way.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So this is an armbar entry to take the back. Okay? So again, let's say, for example, we can strike. I start hitting him in his face. Oh, look, the hands come free. No problem. Now, I'm going to do the other side. I get here. Now watch. If his fist is on the ground, no problem. I bend the wrist, and that's a nice little wrist lock there. I move it out, and that thing hurts a whole lot. Close to the body, you can take that. That's all my weight right there. Right? Move it out. See how the wrist is off the ground? The back 2 knuckles here. You all right?
Yeah.
I push the elbow this way, and then I just crank that. He does not like that. He's going to use that hand and shove this hand over his head. There you go. He doesn't like that. No problem. I go to here. I go to lift him up. I pull him, and I take the back. Sink and make this choke. I will warn you guys, if you cross your legs, he could do an ankle lock, which would suck, depending on where you are. Right? Just be warned, that is a thing. Who needs to see it again? All right. I want his back. I could start with a choke. He starts defending. He doesn't like that, right? I start thinking choke. He starts pushing and making good defense. That's what I wanted. See how he's got 2 hands up? This is the one I want. Grab, set, pull, grab. I'm going to rock back onto my side. I can stand a little, pull. I pull him right into this position. Double underhooks. If I want to wait, I crank this down. I've got baby arms. All right? Try to grab my feet with your hands. Baby arms. Does that make sense? Now, He feels me go for the choke. He starts to defend, right? No problem. I'm going to grab, clear, lift. He's going to try it again. Clear, a little bit more, right? And then once I get in position, I should be able to make the choke. Can we do it?
Yes, sir.
This is the Armbar Entry. Say partners, go. Questions on how to take the back from the mounted position. The mount's pretty good, but it's really difficult. I'm gonna let Caleb work me this time. And I'm gonna show you that there are two things that you want to try to do to avoid being choked once you're there. So he picks his technique. He can try to do the lift, take the back. All right, and he's moved quickly, right? I don't want to be choked. This is the most important thing. Now, if I am way high, it's hard to choke, or if I'm way low. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, if I'm here and he's got me in baby arms, can I reach his feet?
No. I mean, you can.
How do I do that? See how I use my leg?
Yes, sir.
Now, I got one foot, I got the other foot. Now I hug his feet, right? Now try to choke me, boy, go. Very difficult. And I slide down, now choke me. He can grind me, but he can't choke me. So then once I get here, right, I could try to make the escape, or I could steadily defend, but I want to turn towards. Let's go back to this position, right? So he's got me in baby arms. This is a little bit hard, but watch. If I can't reach it, then I use my leg to give it to me. See? See, I use my leg to give it to me. But let's say that I just can't. His baby arms is awesome. I want to go up. All right? Now watch. I don't play with it. I go and get my head to the top. Now, he could give me some difficulty, but I am in a good position. Let's see if he can choke me. Choke. 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 So the position is pretty good. I can defend well. Now watch what happens 2 to 3 inches lower. All right, now hold on. Don't choke me yet. I'm not ready. When I say go, he's going to choke. I'm either going to tap or I'll be able to talk, but I won't be able to do both. Ready? Choke. Choke. Ah. Okay. So the position of my relationship to his shoulders, do you see where his shoulders are in line? Now watch. Here, shoulders are no longer in line because I'm low. Here, shoulders are no longer in line because I'm high. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, thank you, sir. For all of the naysayers in social media world who are like, that doesn't work, fair enough. If you don't think it works, find your own stinking escape. This is the defense. There's a low defense and a high defense. All right? Then the escape is just a matter of negotiating getting out of the legs or getting out of the arms. I'm going to demonstrate that super quick. So he goes to get here. He's got baby arms. I'm already in trouble, by the way. I should have tried to do some other escape before now. All right? I try to make low escape. I grab a foot. Particularly if I grab inside the ankle is really good. See how my hand's on the inside of the ankle? Now, he goes to make the choke. I slide. I'm pretty safe. I'm going to get free of this leg. I'm halfway out. Most people see that as the window. Let's go that way, right? It's this way. I got to pivot around this foot. So I'm going to hold here, drive this elbow and my shoulder to the ground, and then clear the leg, drive up his body, and move to side control. Does that make sense? That's the low escape.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you one more time, low escape. By the way, you're probably going to forget all this. There's like 3 or 4 or 5 moves. He's got baby arm. Let's say that he gets over and under. One on top, one below. Right? He's got his arms in a gable grip. Right? And he's looking for the choke. Right? This is what he wants. All right, go back. So he starts here. If I try to do low escape, this is important. Hold. Grab this foot inside. Now, I've pinned this arm. It's going to be difficult for him to make the choke. He's got to do it one-handed. This arm is stuck. Get that arm out. Make sense? Same drill. Elbow down, push, Pin this to the ground. Head into his chest. Drive up the body. Get control. Questions on low escape?
Why don't you go the other way? That's convincing.
All right.
I just want to know.
So he's got baby arms, right? I'm able to get this foot. I'm here. And I want to go this way. Watch this foot. Hold me with that foot, sir. Right? Now, this foot's clear. Now watch. See? I start pushing. I start moving. And I can move easier to that angle. You got to pivot around this leg. That leg still has you trapped in that direction. All right. High escape. This is the one I tend to like. I was taught this a long time ago. I've worked it a lot. I'm pretty good at it. All right. He's got baby arms. Generally speaking, I'm going to be defending, chin down, ready to block his attack. If he goes to start to dig, I drive back hard. Now, if I go to this side, this is the arm I want to trap. I like this arm better. I want to trap the choking arm. Make sense? So I head to the mat. Everybody see how low I am? Mm-hmm. This is called tabletop. Some of you will do this and you'll fall right into his choke. That is awful. You got to stay in the tabletop position. Watch. By the way, a little dirty fighting. If he's looking at the back of your face, you headbutt him. Drive back. I'm all the way back. Tabletop. Right? I'm controlling. I don't want this to be a problem for me. If he does break free and go for the choke, I defend, hold it, 2-on-1, and now watch, I'm gonna lay on it. I no longer need these hands. That arm is reasonably trapped. 2-on-1, I break this hand off. Right? I turn, now I'm laying on his leg. Right? Swim this over his head. Turn, take the top position. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's a lot to consider. Get in the choking position, and let's see you try one or both of these escapes each person. One time each person, because we got to fight. There's nothing in the way, right? There's an obstacle, okay? So, Caleb hits me from behind, right? He starts thinking he wants to choke me. I'm in a good defensive position, right? He double underhooks me, right? He starts working his baby arms position. He starts pulling my head back, right? Uh-oh, I'm losing my grip. Close, right? So now he's in a good position. He's comfortable. I can't, if I go backwards, I can't just leave this arm behind. So watch, I'm gonna bridge hard. Is this far enough?
No.
How about this?
No.
How about this?
Yes.
So when my head touches the ground, am I pretty good?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, if he's holding on pretty tight, I might have some difficulty escaping, but watch. I'm gonna go ahead and keep pushing until I'm laying on this arm. But I'm still in a tabletop position. Some of you are falling like this, and you're setting yourself up for all kinds of difficulties, right? So I'm laying on this arm. Once I'm laying on this arm, I don't really worry about it anymore. I start pulling this arm off, right? 2-on-1. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now who thinks I can go ahead and roll over?
Not quite.
Right? This is pretty good, but my shoulder's in the way. I can't just roll this way, right? There's no way I can roll. Now watch. You guys see how I swam my way out of that? I got my shoulder out of the way.
Yes, sir.
All right. So without Caleb, kind of think of it like this, right? I'm trying to roll into that shoulder, right? I lift the shoulder up like I'm swimming, and I roll over my lat. And I use his body to kind of push, get the arm out of the way. Go into a control position. You're going to have him in basically a head entanglement position. Any questions on that? Get the shoulder out of the way. That was a small obstacle I saw people struggling with.
Yeah.
Can't roll. I can't manage to get over there.
I almost had it.
Who remembers the sit-out drill? Before I can go that way, what do I have to do? All right, if I want to go left, do I pick up this arm? I got to pick up this arm. But what do I got to do with this leg?
Bring it under.
It goes under and this takes its place.
Yeah.
And if I want to go to the next position, I got to lift an arm, swim it out. And this is kind of what we're looking at. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So one more time. Let's kind of look at this. It's not exactly the sit-out drill, but the mechanics hold true. He grabs, I bridge, I pin, I hold here, right? 2-on-1, I break this grip. For me to go this way is very difficult, okay? But I scooch out a little bit, I move this arm out of the way, right? Now I can push easily and move to the top. Can you do it? We've run out of time, but that's okay. Questions on any of these moves? All right. Make a line.